Hello Receptioners, you're welcome to this video tutorial. This is the voice of David Gladness, and on this particular video I'm going to be showing you on how you can create this simple design making use of the Pixellab software on your smartphone. Okay, so it is a very simple design. Just stick around to the end of this video to be able to achieve something similar to this. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is to open my Pixellab app, as you can see. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to work on my background. First, I'm going to tap on this text and then I'll click on the delete icon you can see right here. Now I'll click on this place you're seeing right here, and then I'll click on color. I'll tap on plus. The color I need is a white color, so I'm just going to tap on OK. Alright, now I'm not going to tamper with the image size because this is the default size here is 4x4 and I'm okay with that particular size. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is to bring in the background. Alright, I worked on a simple background. Now how did I achieve it? I just downloaded 2 different images and I did a simple manipulation just to get the type of texture feel I want. So I'm going to click on this middle icon you are seeing right here, and then I'll click on import. Now the first texture effect I used was a noise effect. I'll click on download and locate my noise effect. Every design resources I'm using right here will be provided for you. Alright, so I'll just tap on this mark icon. Then I'll go to this relative size, increase it, also increase the height to 100 so that it can fill up my workspace. Now I'll go to my opacity and I'll reduce it to about 10. I just don't want the background to be too plain. Alright, then I'll click on this layer icon and tap on lock. The reason I'm doing this is so that my hand will not be moving it by itself, okay, by mistake or by any means. Since I have locked it, it's not going to move anyhow. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to click on import again, and then I'm going to locate the second background effect I used, which is this. All right, now I'm going to tap on mark again and then go to relative size and do the same thing again. This time around I want this particular texture to be centralized. Then I'll go to my relative position. I'll click on these 2 positions you are seeing at the middle like this, as you can see. Now I'll go to my opacity again and reduce the opacity to about let's just use 30 for this. Let's use 30 because we are not initially working with the background. We only need that texture feel. Now I'll click on the layer icon and lock this as well. Then I'll tap on my board. Now the next thing again is to bring in the last background I used. Click on import again. I'll scroll down to locate the background right here. Then I'll go to my relative size again, increase it to 100. I'll centralize it, go to opacity, and then reduce the transparency to 20. And here we have gotten our background. We are done with the background we need. It's just a very simple background. Now the next thing I want to do is to start bringing in the details. Okay, so the name of the brand I use here is Temaks Wears. Temaks Wears. So I'm going to tap on this place you are seeing A. Then I'll tap on plus to add a text. As you can see, this is the text I just added. All right, now you can double tap your text. This new text, I can double tap it or click on this place you are seeing edit to edit your text. Now I'm going to delete and just type in Temaks. Alright, then I'll click on OK. Now I want to change the font I use. Initially I don't like this font, right, and it does not even suit the type of design we want to create. So I'm going to click on this place you are seeing AB font. Now I'm going to go under my font. Now if you are using Pixellab for the first time, you are not going to, this my fonts folder will be empty. It will be empty, but do not worry, I'm going to provide you with a video that is going to guide you on how you can install new fonts to your Pixellab, how you can download fonts and also add them to your Pixellab. But then on your own phone, on your own Pixellab, you are definitely going to see something under fonts. These are the fonts that comes initially with the Pixellab, which is limited. But then under my font, you can download any font and add it by yourself. All right, so the name of the font I used for this design is called ADCA. This font you are seeing right here, ADCA, the one I highlighted. So I'm just going to tap on it and I'll click on OK. As you can see, my font has changed. Now I'll go to my color. I want to change the color as well. Swipe and then tap on color. Now the color I used was a brown color, which I just randomly selected. But then in your own case, just tap on this place you are seeing plus. Now tap on this pencil-like icon. This one you are seeing right here. Tap on it. And once you tap on it, click on this, delete it. We need to delete this and input the color code. The color code will allow you use the exact color I used for my own design. So for the brown color, I use this is the color code 1A. So for the brown color I use, this is the color code. Just type in 1A 0B 00. Now once you have typed that, just tap on this mark icon right here. All right, then click on OK, and you are going to get the exact color I used, as you can see. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to position this text around this place. All right, now the next thing, I'm going to reduce the size. I need to reduce the size a little bit. So I will reduce the size by going to size. We don't need it to be too big. Okay. All right, so I'm going to copy the text by tapping on this copy right here. I'll bring this downward and just edit it, then tap in wears. Temaks wears. All right, now we need this text to be aligned. That is, we want it to be the same size. So I'm just going to go to size, and then I will increase it as well. All right, so I'm going to tap on mark. As you can see, it's pretty simple. Now I'm going to bring in a new text. We have gotten our brand name. So I'll tap on plus. I'll position it right here. Then I will edit it. Then I want to type in style, elegance, and confidence. So I will use a bullet dots from my phone. Type in style, just like a slogan. Elegance and confidence. Okay, then I'll click on OK. Now I'll go to my color. I used a red color, right? So just tap on plus. I don't have a color code for that, but then you can just select from the color wheel to get a red color. Okay, make it a little bit bright, not too bright, so that it will be visible. You know, our background is already white, so if we are using a bright shade, it might not be so visible. Then I'll just click on OK. All right, now I'll go to size, reduce the size to also be the same alignment. Now you see this, I want to increase the size. It's not yet aligned. All right, now you can see this style, elegance, and confidence. I want to change the font. Okay, I'll just go to my AB font, this place. I'll go to my font and try to locate any good fonts that will look nice. All right, I will just use this action font, but then you can just leave it to the default font. It's almost the same. So I will go to my B style. Okay, locate this place. You are saying B style. Okay, then I'll click on bold. I want it to be bold. All right, we are making progress already. Now I'm going to bring in a shape. How do you do that? Tap on this middle icon. Okay, then bring in, tap on this place you are seeing shape. We need this particular shape you are seeing right here. Okay, then I'm going to reduce the size a bit. You see this, I'm going to bring it around here like this, and then I'm going to reduce this right here. Now we are going to change the color. Just scroll up and select the same brown color we used earlier, then give it a curve radius about 20 to have that curve edges. Now scroll down and add a stroke. You can make your stroke width like 2. Now the color I'm going to be using for the stroke is going to be more like a lemon green. So just tap on this place, and the color code is C4 C103. Okay, then tap on this mark icon again, then click on OK, and you are going to get the exact color I used for my own design. Then click on OK. Now we need that particular stroke to be more visible, so just increase. You can see this is the stroke, what we are trying to add, that tiny green line at the edge. Okay, so we are just going to leave it at 5. Let's leave it at 5. Now we are making sure everything we are creating, we make sure everything is aligned. Let me show you what I mean. You can click on this grid-like icon, okay? Click on this grid, click on this setting icon. Now you can move this particular line to the edge of the T, okay? Then you can move this one at the middle as well to the edge of that S. Now, click on this icon, click on edit. Make sure you can click on this magnet-like button. Then make sure everything you are doing is on the same setting, okay? I don't like it is too curved, so I want to bring it to about 15, as you can see. Then I will reduce the size of this particular elegance text. I'll reduce it a bit so that it will also fit in properly. I'll move it a bit. All right. Now I think we should increase this Temak a bit. Yes, great. Now, please pay careful attention. Bring in another shape. This time around, we want to bring in a square, a triangle shape, okay? So tap on this place. Click on import. So click on shape. Click on this place to change your shape to a triangle. You can see it right here. Now we want to change the color of our triangle. First of all, tap on this green shape color, then tap on plus. Now you see this middle, just reduce it a bit. We want it to be a little bit dark. All right, then reduce the size of it and position it around here like this. Okay, now copy it, click on edit and drag it to the other hand. All right, now once you do that, click on this layer icon, then drag it, click on this dot you are seeing right here, drag them downward, drag them to be at the back of this brown shape. Okay, you can lock your brown shape so that your hand will not be touching it and every other element. Okay, you can see what I did here. Now the next thing we are going to do is to bring in another shape by tapping on this plus right here. Now we are going to use a square shape, just a normal square shape, then edit it to something like this. Now we are going to be using the first green color, this color right here, as you can see. Now you can zoom in so that you can your effect to be right. Click on this icon, then zoom in so that you will see what you are doing properly. You can see those pointed edge of those triangles. We don't need them to be visible. Now how do we do that? Click on your layer icon, click on this icon you are seeing right here. Now tap on the two triangle and click on this icon you are seeing right here. Click on this button. You reduce your movement and move them downward. The goal is so that our shape is not going to show. You can see we need to achieve something perfect like this. All right, so I need to move this particular triangle as well, just this one this time around. Please take your time to do this. You don't need to rush, since I just don't want this video to be long. That's why I am trying to rush the video. Okay, all right, and now we are good. As you can see, we have been able to achieve a simple effect. I need to move my shape a little bit to the right hand side, so I'll just click on this. Look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap on this icon again, select this and this particular ones that I want to move, and then I'll click on this icon and click on this move. I need to move them a little bit so that it will be centralized, and now we are done. I'll lock them so that my hand will not be touching them. All right, now I'll tap on this Temak or the wears, just copy it, go to A, then click on copy. Now I will edit it and just type in our services. Okay, I want this S to be small letter S. Okay, then I'll add a double column in front of it. Now I'll click on OK. Now we need to reduce the size of our services so that it will fit in to this tag we created, as you can see. Yes, this is beautiful and we are making progress already. Now we need to copy this style, elegance and confidence text by tapping on this. Locate it. This is it right here. Tap on it. Click on copy. Now come here. Now we are going to change the color to a white color. Okay. Then edit the text and just input some of the services you feel like you can input. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to click on OK. Now I will go to the B style. Okay, I'll go to this B style, and then I'll click on this icon because I don't need them to be bold. I just need them to be normal. Now I'll go to size and increase the size to fit a little bit inside this thing right here. Now for color balancing, we can add a little bit of effects to this. And how do we do that? I'll just tap on it, then go to color. Now you see these bullet dots I added in front of them. I'm going to make them green, that lemon green. Just select only those bullet dots. Select only them, and as you can see, the colors are changing. All right, now this is beautiful, and we are getting close to the end of this design. Now bring in a shape. You can bring in a shape, but before then I feel like increasing this size a little bit more. Then I'll move it to the left. Great. I'll lock my text and other layers so that I will not be touching them by mistake. I feel like editing this particular one. I'll just click on this middle, click on edit, and bring it a little bit like this so that we have enough space. Great. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in a shape. Okay, I'll bring in a shape by tapping on this. I'll edit my shape right here, position it here, and give it that lemon color. Okay, now I'll go to stroke. I'll add like 3, and then I'm going to give it that brown color we used earlier. This is it right here, and then I'll tap on mark. Now I'm going to bring in another shape. I'll do the same thing, but this time around I'm going to position this one around here. I'm going to make the color brown, adjust it to almost fit to the middle, then I'll add a round edge. Great. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in another shape. I'll just tap on plus, bring the shape to be the same alignment. I'll bring it around here. Then I'll go to color. Now you see this place you're seeing color, just click on gradient. This gradient color, click on it. Now tap on plus. You see this side of the color, tap on it, then click on this color icon and use the same brown. Now how will you get that brown? Either you input the color code, but this time around I don't want to use the color code because I want to show you something. You can just click on this color picker. This is called the color picker. Click on it and locate wherever you have used the brown before. Select it, and that is it. As you can see, now click on this particular icon. This first one you are seeing here. Now you see this one right here. We are going to make it totally transparent. Just tap on this one, then click on color icon, and this is the transparency. Move it to the 0 level, then click on OK. As you can see, then click on OK. Look at what we have been able to create, a gradient effect. Now I will scroll to this place, and then I will add a radius, that curve edge. I just need it to be a little bit curved. Can leave this at something like, let's leave it at 7. All right, so just tap on mark. Now go to this place you are seeing stroke right here. Activate your stroke and use this same green color, then tap on mark. Okay, now we are going to drag this particular shape. We are going to drag it beneath this big one you are seeing right here by tapping on this and dragging it down. Okay, now you can lock your layers. Okay, then next thing I'm going to do is to bring in some shape again by tapping on this icon right here. The shape can be any color. Okay, just position it, make sure you reduce the size to fit in the shape we brought in earlier. All right, so I'm going to give it a curve radius of 15. Now I'll go to my stroke right here, enable the stroke, and use this same color of the stroke. Use this same color. Then I'll copy it, click on edit, and then I'll just drag this right here. I'll drag it a little, I'll copy it again, drag it the third time, making sure the space are even. All right, great. Now you can move all these beneath the bigger shape we created, as you can see. Now go to this place you are seeing texture. Go to texture. Once you click on this place you are seeing texture, click on this icon you are seeing right here. Then locate any of the images you feel like using. For me, I'm going to use this. And then make sure you click on this 1:1 because this is the ratio of the shape we are using right now. Then tap on this mark icon, as you can see. All right, do the same thing for the rest of the shape. I'll click on texture, click on this. I'll locate my image. Use the same ratio. And then we are good to go. Tap on the next shape, click on texture, click on this. Select the image you feel like using. I'll click on the same ratio and then tap on the mark icon. And as you can see, we have fit in our images successfully. Now we are almost done with the design. We need to import our primary images, okay? I'll click on import. Then I'm going to locate the image I used, as you can see. I'll go to relative size and increase the size a little. I'll position it around here like this, just like this. All right. Now I'll tap on this layer icon and drag it downward as well. As you can see, let me lock the rest of the layers. Please pay careful attention. We are almost done. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do again is to click on import to import the second primary image, which is this one you're seeing right here. Now I'm going to go to my relative size to increase the size as well. Then I'll position it around here like this. Then I'll move it to the back of the first image, as you can see. I feel like increasing the size a little bit more, so you can make use of this button. As you can see, you can make use of this button to increase it. Then drag it here. Now you see this particular image, I feel like working on it a little bit. And how do I do that? I'll tap on the image, go to color filters. I'll reduce my brightness, increase the contrast. The saturation, I'm going to reduce it a little to about 15. I'll reduce the brightness a little bit more for this, and the contrast, I'll increase it. Now I'm going to add shadow because the color is white and it's going to almost disappear with our background. So I'll just go to my shadow, enable shadow. Now tap on this plus icon you are seeing right here to reduce the shadow transparency a little. Now you can increase the blur radius. I feel like reducing the shadow transparency a little bit more. Yes, this is great. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the second image, but this time around I'm not going to be working with I'll just go to color filter. I won't work with shadow. I'll reduce my saturation to -10, my brightness to -10 as well, and then I will increase my contrast. We can increase back our brightness since okay, let's leave it at 15. And this on -5. And now we are almost done with the design. As you can see, the design is already taking shape. So I'm going to lock the layers so that my hand is not going to be touching them. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to input the text I used here. But before that, let's just add a shape by tapping on this. Then we are going to be adding a square shape, just like this. Then I'm going to add a round edge, then add a stroke of 2, and make sure my stroke color is that same brown, as you can see. Now I'll just copy this mail text right here, the services. As you can see, I'll go to color and change the color to brown. Then I'll double tap. Once you do that, just input the phone number. For me, I only used a fictional phone number, okay? and then I'll just click on OK. Reduce the size a little bit and position it around here like this. Now I'm going to bring in a circle shape by tapping on this, but before that, let's make this text bold. Let's make it bold by going to B style and then click on bold. This B stands for bold. All right, then click on this middle icon, click on shapes, and then select circle. Select circle. Reduce the size to something really small that could fit inside this particular shape right here. Then change the color to that same lemon green. Okay, you can always zoom in if you cannot see it comfortably. All right, you can always tap on this icon to zoom in, as you can see. Yes. Now I'm going to bring in my call icon by clicking on import. I'll click on album and locate the call icon in my download. Alright, as you can see, this is the call icon I want to use, so I will reduce the size. Now you see this circle around the edge, I want to clean it up. I'll just go to my eraser, and then I will increase the size of the eraser and clean this particular circle that is rounding it, as you can see, and then tap on plus. Now I'm going to change the color of this call icon to brown. Go to color, enable color, and then select that same brown. You can tap on plus to locate your brown right here, as you can see. Then I'll reduce the size to be able to fit into this particular circle shape. All right, now this text is not brown, it's black, so I want to select that same brown. All right, then I'll zoom out, as you can see. Now you can copy this text, bring it right here, edit it, and input book with us now. Click on OK. Now I will remove the boldness by going to build style and click on this strike. Now you can increase the size of your text by going to size, increase it to be aligned with that shape. Okay, so I'm going to increase the size to align with the shape. Let's leave the size at 30, move it up a bit. Book with us now. As you can see, I want to move this particular phone number a little bit to the right. I'll tap on it and move it to the left a bit. Then I'll click on the shape, I'll click on edit. I want to make sure it is on the same line with that double column. As you can see, now we are done with this part of the design. Now pay careful attention, please. We are about to add some effects to this design that if you did not do it right, you might not actually get the little creativeness that was used on this design. Now click on this shape icon. Okay, click on shape. Now we are going to be selecting a semicircle. Go to this place, click on it, then click on semicircle. Now go to gradient. You want to use a gradient color, select gradient, tap on plus. Now you see this, tap on it, tap on this side, click on color and make it a total white. Okay, now you see this side of it, tap on it, click on color and transparent, make sure it is in transparent. And now we are done. Click on OK. Look at what we have been able to create, this fading effect. All right, then tap on mark. Now we want to add this effect to our text right here. You can just adjust it to fit into your taste. I want to add it right here. All right, so I'm just going to my size. Now I'll go to opacity and reduce the opacity to about 50. Now you can copy it again, do the same thing here, and as you can see, we have been able to add that effect. It is called the glossy effect. It is called the glossy effect. We have been able to add it to our design. Now we'll copy that same thing, right? Now bring it around here and adjust it to be big enough to fit in for this shape as well, as you can see. Now we'll go to opacity and reduce this one a little bit more. Let's just leave this at 30, as you can see. The effects make the design to look even smarter. Now, the last thing we are going to do is to bring in the location and the Facebook icon. I'll just click on import and bring in my Facebook or social media platform. I'll select this and reduce the size. Okay, I made sure you can make use of the grid line. The grid line is always there to be like your ruler. Okay, so you can make use of your grid line. As you can see, I made sure it is fitting in. It is on the same line with the book us now. As you can see, I made sure it was on the same line with the book us now. So you can copy your book us now text or the phone number text instead. All right, copy it, bring it right in front of it, change it to a white color, and then input the social media and the Temaks_wears. So I'll just move it a bit to the left. Now click on this middle icon, click on import. I'm going to locate the location icon as well. I'll go to color and change the color to that same green. I'll reduce the size. Now I'm going to zoom in. All right, so position this around the Facebook. Now always use your grid line to make sure your designs are aligned. As you can see, although when you are used to designing, when it gets to a point you might not need all this. All right, now I'm going to copy this particular text. I'll go to A, I'll copy it, and then I'll position the location right here. Then you can double tap to edit it. In my own case, I just used a random address. All right, and then I'm going to click on OK. Now we are done with the design. I hope this video has been beneficial enough and you have learned something from the process of creating this simple design. So now all you need to do is to save your design. And how do you do that? Just click on this icon you are seeing right here. It is the save icon. Then click on save as image. Okay, just click on save as image, and once you click on that, click on this place you are seeing default and make sure you select ultra, then click on save to gallery, and your design is going to save automatically to your device. Now for you to be able to work on this design in case of other time, let's say you have something you need to edit, always save your design as project. Let's say I want to deliver this to my client and then my client notices a particular error. Okay, I forgot something I needed to add to this design. All right, so click on import. So I'm going to locate the tape rule I used. As you can see, this is it right here. I'll rotate it by using this icon to rotate, or you go to rotate. You can use the rotate right here to rotate as well. So I will increase the size. I will increase the size to be a little bit bigger. I'll rotate it a bit more. I'll go to rotate and rotate it a bit more. I feel like this is too big, so I'll go to my size to reduce the size. Alright, now go to color filter. We want to make sure this color is tallying with the design color. Go to filter. This place you are seeing hue, just move it to like let's say 10, so that it can be the same color with that lemon. Okay, then drag it downward. Drag this downward. Drag it downward to the end right here, to be beneath this green and brown shapes. Okay, and then you can position it whichever way you want. Now we are done with the design. So like I was saying the other time, always save your design as a project, because if your clients come and notice that, oh, or probably your client wanted to change the phone number, you wouldn't have to start the design all over again. all right, you would not have to start the design all over again. So always save your design as project. And how do you do that? Click on this save icon as well, but instead of clicking on save as image, just click on save as project. Then you can name it whatever name you want, okay? And once you do that, you can always come to this place, my project. So whichever design you have created, you are going to find them under my project. As you can see, this was the first time I created the design on my Pixellab. As you can see, I saved it as project, and even if it was for my client and then my client needed me to edit anything, I can easily edit them from here instead of starting all over. I hope this video has been beneficial. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video tutorial. See you on the next one.